You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it a back day. Yeah, I got game, got in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it Turnpike Miles. Yeah, it's Google signing on, John to the Hancock, and I'm always key, I'm ready to unlock. I be doing big things.
Welcome back, everyone, to a very windy but new edition of Once a Week. I'm Billy Janeludis, and if you have not been keeping up with our recent messages, there's plenty for you to dive into, because we've got great messages, we've got interviews to help you take your own personal growth and your spiritual growth to a higher level. And with today's message, I fully intend to show you how to move forward in those areas so you can consciously and then unconsciously create the changes that you want to make in your very own life. Because in a recent coaching session, we did exactly that. So I want to take you through those exact steps so you can understand it for yourself and then walk it out for yourself. Before we step into that process, if you have not subscribed to Once a Week yet on YouTube, then please hit that subscribe button below so you can become a part of our channel and take an active role in your very own growth. And please hit that thumbs up button as well to like this message so YouTube can then take it and help more and more people with it. Please play a role in the process. But all that being said, let's get right into it. So to give you background on this entire message today, earlier this week in a coaching session with one of my clients, my client has made absolutely incredible progress forward the last few months. He has stepped out of depression, he has stepped out of anxiety, and he has truly found that peace that we all want when we move through our life. And that's so great to see every single week. It's growing every single week. But this week, there was something off. He came into session and explained that he was sick last week. He just feels that he's made a major setback. He expressed feeling anxious again, that he isn't moving forward towards his goals. He's feeling low, he's feeling stressed out. He's even feeling a little bit lost. And all those feelings was how we felt when we started working together. It's why I was brought in. But in questioning it now, he acknowledged that he knows he isn't like that anymore. And he has made so much progress forward, but he can't seem to shake it right now. For some reason, it's just not leaving him. And I think we all can relate to that at one time or another, right? Where we have made progress in some area, whether ourselves or a goal of ours that we're moving forward on, but all of a sudden, we snap back for a moment. We feel what we used to feel. We experience what we used to experience. And it just knocks us down for a second, and it just makes us question. It's all normal. And it's all common for all of us. But in all of that, much like we discussed in the coaching session this week, there's so much more work than we realize. But if we look for it, if we truly look for it, the beauty is that we find it. And discussing it this week, these were the keys that I wanted to bring to you now. When we create a change for ourselves consciously, we are actively making the decisions and taking the actions necessary to help us move forward in life. All conscious. We're thinking about it. We're moving forward on it. We're deciding forward on it. That's only one level for us. Because a true change isn't made until we shift the unconscious behavior or the unconscious belief, which, much like we've explained before here on the channel, is everything playing in the background of our minds. The foundations that we stand on and take actions from. So in the example now of my client, for months, he was moving forward with momentum. But when his energy was low, because he was sick, he reverted back to the underlying factor, the underlying belief and response he had in life before we started working together, which was the anxiety, which was the depression, which was the low energy, about where his life was going. It's how he used to act and react in situations in life. He knew it wasn't right in the moment now, but he couldn't shake it. He couldn't break free from where he was. This showed us what the root of the matter was. As if he's making all this progress and he's about to step through a new door, but before he can, life needs to help him uproot the limiting belief he was building on. Because he was building on limitation that could continue to pop up down the line. And yes, limit him from the results that he's looking for in any area of his life. So with us identifying that we needed to create a new baseline for him. Because when these moments happen after substantial progress for all of us, we often need to let go of the old and welcome in the new. And the old ways of thinking and seeing the world tends to be the old we need to then let go, which is more often than not our limiting beliefs because we've grown out of them. So in creating a new baseline now, I ask my client this question that I ask you right now. If you could think for a moment about your best self, about your highest self, the one that responds confidently in situations, the one that has already succeeded at those goals that you have set for yourself now, your future self. Ask, how would they respond to the situation or problem you have at hand in this moment? And think on that for a moment. And with your answer, you now have your new baseline. Simple. You have your new response. So when you have the old ways pop up again, the old responses, you can consciously choose to respond as your best self, as your highest self would. And when that becoming the new response, rather than the old baseline, the old root, the old anxiety, the old depression, all the stuff before, you in fact cement the new response as your new belief over time. Just like anything, practice makes perfect. And in this conscious response, over time, it becomes your unconscious response. So it becomes a natural for you. No longer a limiting belief, but in turn, a confident action to move forward with. So with my client, we discussed this in session. And in doing so, it revealed to us, especially my client, that low feeling that he's had the last week, it's life's way. It's God's way. It's the universe's way of helping him grow by bringing up the old areas that he needs to let go of, to uproot for good and let go of so he can move forward confidently into who he wants to become, into who he is. This is the process for all of us. Life wants us to achieve and succeed and become our best self. So if a situation comes up that catches you off guard, don't rush to worry so quickly. Don't rush to frustration so quickly, because it might be your test and opportunity to shift and create the change that you've needed and wanted for yourself for so long. We create our new habits and patterns this way. We heal this way. We trust ourselves more this way, and we find our confidence this way. But at any moment, no matter what we are going through, we can ask that greater question. How would my highest self, my best self respond to this? What would they do? That future self that already achieved it. And in a matter of a moment, that answer then uplifts you. But you will always have that new baseline. If you consistently respond in that way and how you answered that you asked for, I can assure you things will change, and those low moments that tend to come up out of nowhere just to knock you down, they're going to begin to fade. They only show up to reveal to you what needs to change or what is still there that doesn't serve you anymore. In some cases, they may even pop up once you've shifted for the better, just to test you and see if you respond differently this time around, if you did learn the lesson. Everything in life is helping you, and if you take that step back to see it all, you will. Trust me on that. I've seen it in myself. I've seen it in client after client. Life wants to help you. But you're the one in the driver's seat of your actions, of your beliefs, of your emotions, and of your thoughts. So you can direct them wherever you choose. When you become aware of a limiting belief, an unconscious belief, you then have the power to change it. It becomes conscious. And just like changing an action or thinking a new thought, you can change that belief. And like I said before, practice makes perfect. My client is in that zone now, and you might be in it too. But responding as your highest self, as your best self, as I said before, as the version of you that has already achieved that which you want to achieve, will ease the entire process and in fact speed up the process for you in getting to where you want to be. Trust that. So what's your new baseline going to be? How do you respond to situations and experiences in your life now? Or how did you respond? And does it still pop up at times? Is it trying to show you something that needs to change in your life to make sure you can walk through that door that you've been asking for, that you've been praying for, that you've been focusing on? It's all deeper questions that lead to life-changing answers. But it's all the questions that you need to ask yourself. So to close this whole thing out now, ask yourself these questions just as my client and myself did the other day, and see where it leads you. And once you have the new baseline for yourself, consciously respond and take those actions. That's what creates change in your life, and that's what elevates you to your highest self and helps you achieve the results your highest and best self already has. Let that sink in. That's deep work, but it's the work that matters most. I ask you, I tell you, step into it and see where it takes you. But I'll leave you with that. I know it's windy. I know the audio is probably messed up. But guys, please like this message on YouTube and hit that thumbs up down below. Share this message with someone who you feel needs to hear it and can use it to help them in some way. And if you have not already, please subscribe to Once a Week and take a look at all of our other messages here on YouTube, because you might find the one that you needed most. Go check them all out. And something new, if you're interested in identifying your manifestation block, we want to teach you the process to remove the block and allow that which you want to manifest to come in. Click the link in the description and go check it out, guys. I know you're going to love it. And if you or anyone you know is in need of a coach who can help in the areas and perspectives discussed today, just like my client this week, head to BillyGLifeCoaching.com and set up a free call with me. I'll be right there for you, because as I always say, I want to be right there for you. Let's walk this path together and so you can walk it on your own. See you guys. Until next week.
You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it in back day. Yeah, I got game, God in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it Turnpike Miles. Yeah, it's Boo signing on, John to the Hancock, and I'm always key, I'm ready to unlock.